So the floor is yours. Happy to have you here.
Thank you, Dimitris. Thank you from the Paros Project for inviting me to moderate this first series of oceanpreneurs. Thank you for the very inspiring words of Mr. Sadauskas today. I mean, we heard already some innovative and bold ideas, from the Paros Project, and I'm happy, to introduce you already the two speakers that we're going to have in our panel today. They are actually also going to bring, some bold and innovative ideas. So we're going to have today with us Lisa Simone de Grunt, who is Director of Programs of the World Ocean Council, an international alliance of ocean businesses and innovation leadership connecting companies across sectors to advance corporate ocean responsibility. And then we're going to hand the floor to Hank van Dalen, Director of Oceans of the Ocean Cleanup, a nonprofit organization developing and scaling technologies to rid the oceans of plastic with the aim of cleaning up to 90% of the floating ocean plastic pollution by 2040. I'll give the floor immediately to Lisa for her presentation of the World Ocean Council, and then I'm gonna go ahead with our discussion. Thank you, Lisa. The floor is yours.
So my name is Lisa Simone de Grunt. I'm the Director of Programs at the World Ocean Council. As Stefania mentioned, we are a global cross-sectoral alliance of ocean industries uniting almost all of the maritime industries. So you can think about members like shipping or fisheries, aquaculture, finance, tourism, etc. We try to represent the whole ocean economy. And our focus is on corporate ocean responsibility. So trying to ensure that companies do not only benefit from the ocean, but that they also take responsibility for its future. Then I was asked to talk a little bit about policy. So one of our aims is to try and bring the business voice of the ocean into international policy and governance. So here you can think about things like the UN Ocean Decades, the new BBNJ agreement, but also EU blue economy strategies or regional frameworks. Next slide, please. So the most critical ocean impacts really are cumulative and they are cross-cutting. They don't generally just affect one sector. And we do have a lot of challenges these days, thinking about climate change, but also issues with biodiversity loss, acidification, but also things like, geopolitical tensions. We have a lot of those and supply chain risks as well. So there's no single sector or a single company that can on its own resolve these challenges. Even if we have a very ambitious sector, it will not be enough to solve the problems of the ocean, and we really need synergies and economies of scale. So generally, governance is led by governments and by scientists, as it should, of course, but without business at the table, solutions can't really scale. So that's where the WOC comes in as really a neutral platform where we try and be the bridge between business, science, and policy. Next slide, please. I don't see the timer, so I hope that I'm relatively on time. So yes, as I mentioned, WC is the only global blue economy business and investment organization, and we really try to connect not just the larger corporates, but also really the startups and the SMEs, so that innovation doesn't stay stuck in the pilot phase, which is of course very important. And it's nice to hear from Mr. Sadauskas that the European Union does so much for starters, but we really want to bring it to the next level as well. Then I would also like to mention that, of course, policy is really, it's a lever that we have, right, to reach the sustainable blue economy. So we have enablers like the Ocean Pact just mentioned, or the Green Deal, et cetera. But it's also often a hindrance. There's things like slow permitting, fragmented rules, pilot traps, et cetera. So we try to really ensure that the whole ocean industry gets a chance to engage in policy, so that policy it's not just on paper, right? It's practical and it can really be implemented and monitored. Maybe just to mention, I put on, one slide before. Sorry, I wasn't done. Yeah, just to mention, I put here a picture of our offices. So we are in the World Trade Center in Barcelona. We have a partnership with the city of Barcelona and the port because the Barcelona is, of course, one of the global sustainable blue economy cities. So we try to promote that. Yeah, next slide. Yeah. So of course, I'm the director of programs, so I would be remiss to not show you quickly what our 6 program areas are. So we really focus, like I mentioned, on connecting the different sizes of companies and the different sectors. We do that through our Begin network. We have a really big focus on finance, so bringing public and private finance together. Then, of course, we have port cities and resilience. So here you can think about things like green shipping, coastal resilience, etc. Also, we focus on marine spatial planning as my personal background, multi-use marine protected areas, etc. And then Smart Ocean is really where we focus on the data and technology necessary for reaching a sustainable blue economy. And last but certainly not least, we focus on climate and marine biodiversity. And here you can also think about things like marine carbon dioxide removal or ship strikes or nature-based solutions, etc. And then my last slide is just a thank you slide, I think, and an invitation to join us very soon here in November from the 3rd to the 7th. We organize our annual big event, the Sustainable Ocean Summit and the Global Blue Finance Summit. Thank you very much.